restrictions, making their health insurance more affordable. Connect for Health Colorado. Because insurance companies compete, there's only one winner. You.
Breaking news right now. Severe Oklahoma City. Reports of damage, but no word on injuries. We're on 24/7 weather alert, and our chief meteorologist, Mike Nelson, joining us live in the 24/7 Weather Center. Mike, this storm system...
For sure. Let me take you back just 12 hours. This morning, the atmosphere for this afternoon's round of severe weather, and check it out from Omaha all the way down to Oklahoma City and even extending out to the east along this warm front around Moline, Illinois. Severe thunderstorm activity. Now, these storms remain very active. We've already had 14 reports of tornadoes across the central plain. Currently back here, we're in a cooler air mass. There's some thunderstorm activity, but not nearly of the ferocity that we have across the Midwest. So here's what we see right now: light showers and thunderstorms. None of these amount to very much, nor will they into the evening hours. You might notice a little snow back here along the Continental Divide. We might see as much as 7 or 8 inches of snow. Cells that are right now closing in on severe levels out in Kit Carson County, about around Stratton and Bethune and Burlington. 50-mile-per-hour winds and some half an inch to particular cells. But zooming out again on the bigger picture, let me just paint it for you. NATO watches Oklahoma and across Kansas. The red squares, those are counties that are currently under tornado warnings with these storms. Let's go to some live pictures of the thunderstorm activity right now. That is the base or a wall cloud drop down. Now, these storms have been producing a history of large damaging hail and tornadoes, certainly hammered hard in the Wichita, Kansas area early this afternoon. It's going to be a long evening for our friends farther to the east in the Central Plains.
Yeah, let's talk more about those Midwest tornadoes. The destructive storm hitting the Wichita video just into our newsroom. This is from storm chaser Tony Laubach, who's there on the ground. And 7 News reporter Molly Hendrickson monitoring all the pictures and live feeds. She's joining us live now.
Taking cover, multiple tornadoes have already touched down in those areas. Now check out this video of Kansas. You can see it's windy. Rain and thunderstorms continue to batter the area. A violent and extremely dangerous tornado. This photo posted by ABC affiliate KSFY showing that tornado that touched down 7 miles southwest of Hayesville. At this point, no preliminary numbers show a total of 7 tornadoes have touched down in Kansas. And now we'll head over to this photo. It shows some of the destruction in Wichita. Power lines down. You can see across the roadway. In Oklahoma, we're beginning to see some of the damage from at least 4 tornadoes that have touched down there, with rooftops torn off. You can see there some of the buildings just flattened by these powerful tornadoes. We've seen cars flipped over, campers upside down, and storms, and bring you the very latest developments. Reporting live, Molly Hendrickson, 7 News.
And now new video of flooding the streets. This video in Flowery Branch, Georgia. A heavy rain even creating mudslides in Dawson County. County officials there are saying there's 2 feet of mud across some roads. And new information on wildfires burning in California. Crews are still working on a fire near Frazier Park. That's northwest of Los Angeles. Right now, it's 80% contained. That fire broke out any homes or buildings. Fire officials say it's been difficult, though, to contain the fire because of the rugged terrain, and the cause is still under investigation. Now, you can keep track of storms anywhere using the Storm Shield app on your phones and track radar even in your neighborhood as the storms roll through this spring.
We're tracking more breaking news. South Havana and East Jewel. Police responding to a situation where a robbery went wrong. 7 News reporter Tack Landrock is there now. And Tack, police are still gathering information.
Building, but one key piece of evidence they're going to be looking at above that door, you can see a camera right there. They're trying to get access to that surveillance video to figure out if they can get the suspect on camera. Now, here's some video we shot earlier this afternoon. When Aurora police arrived shortly after 2 this afternoon, a witness took them to a clerk here at the Pleasures Adult Store who had been shot in the upper chest. Police say he's taken to a nearby hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out if this was a robbery or something else, but they are running into problems.
It sounds like the suspect was not in there very long, but unfortunately no one can tell, even the victim.
Black man in his 20s. He may have been wearing a blue bandana over his face and had a black hoodie on. He was wearing light blue jeans and white tennis shoes. Of course, if you have seen, call Aurora Police. Reporting live from Aurora tonight, Tack Landrock, 7 News.
And right at the apartments of West Hamden. Now, this is the man they're looking for, David Gosnick. He's about 5'10", weighs 170 pounds. If you see him, call police.
And new at 5, you're looking at the scene of a train in Chicago. A spokesperson for Amtrak telling CNN that train left New Orleans yesterday for Chicago. And the spokesperson saying that morning near Chicago's Union Station. 197 passengers were on board. No one was hurt. Everyone was transferred to buses and then taken to their destination. Derailment. New video from a witness shortly after 2 trains collide in Connecticut. That crash happened on Friday. The end of the trains to jump the tracks and crash into an oncoming train. You can see stunned passengers and mangled rail lines right after it happened. Dozens of passengers were sent to the hospital.
Right now, police in Denver after a shooting near MLK and Olive around 1 this morning. Police out there this afternoon. Denver police say someone opened fire, hitting one person. The victim taken to the hospital by ambulance, but is expected to be okay. And new information, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office telling us that a mountain biker is recovering after crashing. It happened yesterday afternoon in Waterton Canyon. The bicyclist his bike, he landed on his face. He was airlifted to the hospital, expected to recover.
And right now, Aurora police investigating 2 serious auto pedestrian crashes happening within a minute of each other. The first last night near the driver didn't see her. No charges filed there. The second crash happened last night. Police say a man was walking on a bike trail near East Mexico and South Laredo when a driver hit him. That driver took off and then later returned. Alcohol is suspected. And a bicyclist is recovering tonight after he was hit by a car. A witness caught thing on camera. The bicyclist was crossing the street when an SUV turned the corner, hitting him. The impact all happening near this intersection of 45th and Washington in the North Metro area. Daryl Burst's dash cam video shows a bicyclist right into the frame, and as he crosses into the second lane of traffic, runs right in his path.
He seemed to be in shock. He was shaking a lot. He was conscious and a lot of pain.
Health, no word on his condition tonight. Police have seen an alarming spike in auto pedestrian accidents, up 37% from this time last year.
New at 5, investigating after a homemade explosive device was found. Police say they responded to a house on North 24th Street after a homeowner found a safe environment, and investigators are trying to figure out who made it. In Aurora, police are investigating after finding 2 suspicious devices in 2 separate locations. We first brought this to you as breaking news. The homeowner found an item in a mailbox on South Kalispell around 8. A short time later, they got a second call. This park. That item turned out to be some sort of training device. No word yet on where the items came from.
And right